Welcome, and
Welcome.
to the DNA Sportscast. Now we are doing reviews and previews.
Reviews and previews.
Reviews and previews. Reviews and previews. That's our new segment.
Oh my god.
That's our new segment. All right.
Jesus. We always start these so well. So well.
It's absolutely shambles.
Part of our charm,
Anyway,
let's be honest. It's part of our charm.
If people make it past
all
the
good.
first 10 seconds of each podcast, big ups to you guys.
Absolutely.
Love
man.
you lot.
Far out. The babbling that goes on here.
Yeah.
God damn.
Well, really, there's only one Premier League game to review, and that was Chelsea City. 1-0 to Manchester City.
I got it flipped, bro. I flipped it around. I honestly thought you guys were going to get belted in the league and do okay. I thought it was like 4-0 in the league. But you ended up getting done 4-0 in the cup.
What did you say? You said 4-0 in the
said,
league game,
yeah.
and then a few days later, we got done in the cup 4-0.
Yeah. So I just got it mixed up. I knew there was a big belting in there, and it worked out.
Oh.
Because I think City
it.
it makes sense for it to be the same game because City would have figured you guys out, and then it would have played to their advantage having played you a couple of days earlier.
Yeah. Well, look, in terms of that Premier League game, I think Chelsea actually played well in the first half. We had a good first half.
Mate, I don't think a team's played as well against City this season.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now, bro. Koulibaly was putting in a shift, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Who else?
Koulibaly and Thiago
Explain.
Silva kept Haaland in their pockets.
Dude.
They split him in half and put half in
He
each
didn't have
pocket.
a shot till like the 37th minute, right?
Yeah.
And we all saw it. Went just over the bar.
Yeah.
But that was his best chance, and for the whole game he struggled, man.
Yeah, I think, and you got to also remember within the first 20 minutes, Sterling went down injured, and then Pulisic went down injured, so we had to bring on Aubameyang and Kerry Chukwuemeka.
Okay, yeah, and
he hit the post.
Bro,
Chukwuemeka,
dude, he
a little deflection,
really
but
good.
he looked good as well.
He looked really good, but man,
Zakaria was running that midfield as well.
I'm telling you, man, you
Zakaria
guys were
and Kovacic
on.
were running it, and then
You guys were on, man.
yeah, that first half was actually unreal. I had hope, and then Pep did 2 substitutions worth a combined 160 million.
Grealish and
Riyad Mahrez.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous.
it's an expensive
That's ridiculous.
substitution.
And
that's for sure.
instantly combined for a goal, and that was that.
That's fair.
I think it was a bit annoying because I was
just
kind
wanted
of
the
yelling.
passion. He just wanted the passion.
Did you see the goal?
Yeah, of course.
I think I was fuming because I was like,
surely Kepa could have. Yeah,
that was within an arm's reach just to collect that cross. But
bro, I
at
don't
the
know.
same time, you can think of it like that's a pin perfect cross from Grealish because it's kind of in that area where if the keeper goes to parry it or something, then it goes
there's a
straight into
touch.
It goes straight into a City player's path. And then if the defender gets a touch on it, then it's probably going in an own goal. So
I think you couldn't have put it better, man.
Yeah.
I think 100% that was his thinking.
Yeah.
He's like, if I parry it off, it could go to a City player, and we all know what City players do, obviously. But
Grealish actually said after the game that he thought he said as soon as I put that cross in, I thought I put it way too close to the goalkeeper. And then he's like, but you know what? It turns out it was perfect, and he kind of like sarcastically that he's such a cheeky
funny,
bugger.
though. He's funny, but what a
funny.
wanker. No, but
Yeah.
look, at the end of the day, that is why fullbacks need to be on the inside of their men. Like, simple as that. Like, at the end of the day, I know they're committed to the ball, but you still need to be weary of what's going on.
Cucurella was on
Yeah, but it's
the
just
inside,
like,
but
I mean, he just not convincingly so. Like,
stinky
he just yeah.
one of those
so,
stinky moments he's had.
very stinky.
But yeah, that whole second half, they just kind of turned it around on us, and then the substitutes did the damage.
Yeah, man, the subs far out. They were really good too. That's all they needed.
But it gave me hope. We actually
can compete. Still.
We can do it. And but then in the cup games a few days later, they started Grealish and Mahrez. Actually, I'm not sure about Grealish. They definitely started Mahrez, but it was like they played their B team, but it's
Mahrez is having a sleeper of a season. I'm just saying now. He's doing very well. He's doing very well.
The free kick in the cup game,
dude. Recently, he's doing very well. I think Mahrez could be a key to City this season with Haaland and playing because you saw Haaland get be nullified. Even I know we shouldn't really be. Look, there was a cup game between Southampton and City, and look what happened there.
Yeah,
Well, so it's like
that's what happened. Like Chelsea literally with the injuries cannot play a full B team. We don't have the players available. We had a lad in defense making his debut, and then most of the other players, like I think half the team was also played in the Premier League game.
Yeah,
so they're just playing that much, that often. Jorginho got overrun in midfield. That's one of the changes we made, and he got overrun. It just City's just a different level when they play. When they play their B team, it's like nothing changes.
No, it doesn't. You're right. You're right. It's been like that since, man. I think 2014. I think they've really from that point they were just like any team we field is going to be unreal. But you see how there's a false sense of confidence sometimes because they're gonna Southampton get done. So it's just like Pep would have.
Yeah.
It's always Southampton loves City's blood. Palace does too, but Southampton loves City's blood in particular. But they always seem to show up against these big teams sometimes. It's weird. Gineppo, man, you see his goal?
Yeah.
Far out, bro. From outside the box, just over the keeper. See you later, bro. So. They ran through their other goal. I forgot the other goal, but the bloke's name. But he just ran through City's defense, man. It was just a beautiful ball in. They were too quick. Anyway, so enough of City and Southampton. We're talking about Chelsea and City. The matchups. The first game obviously a bit more even. City tweaked a bit and. What happened.
It's just look. That's what you expected from the first game, and it just happened in the second game.
I feel like Pep is just a ruthless fucker, and that's why I thought there was going to be 4 goals in a game.
Yeah.
Pep loves it. He loves, especially a team that's ran out of momentum for a bit. You'd want to kick them while they're down because it's Chelsea at the end of the day. They come back so quick. So
yeah. I'll take positives from that first half of the Premier League game, even though it did include 2 injuries. But we moved forward. Now we made a few signings, got a bit of depth now. But
poor bastards. Like I said, man, it's just another day, another issue for you guys.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Honestly, I think we've got a little bit of depth with the signings now, and I think we've got Loftus-Cheek and Fofana back within the next week, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood. But, we'll see. We'll see how we go from here. And then back to the Premier League now. We have actually been knocked out of both cups. So now we can just focus on the league and the Champions League too.
Really good. Yeah, that's really
Dortmund.
Good for you guys, man. Yeah.
Borussia Dortmund against this one right here.
Yeah, it's my boy's jersey, not mine, obviously. But yeah, look, man, let's see what happens. I think I'd have to back Dortmund, if I'm honest, in that tie.
On form at the moment, yeah.
You have to, man. Yeah. But, I don't know, man. But you guys seem to rock up on the continental.
It's like when Frank got sacked, Tuchel came in and we won the Champions League.
So who knows, man? It could be a little something like that.
Imagine we do that this season.
But you got too many injuries.
Like we've been saying. Exactly.
Like we've been saying. Let's be honest. So anyway, let's
opinion for you. Foden, bit stinky since he came back from the World Cup.
Stinky boy.
Yeah.
Really?
It's kind of nothing. He did score in the cup, but
he doesn't. But like
in
terms of coming back into it all, that's just how City is, man. They give him. I'll probably with Foden in particular, just give him a rest. Why not? Playing when he needs to, and then once he feels like he's ready to give it his all, they'll end up playing him week in, week out.
Yeah,
I feel like.
Yeah. Anyway, so speaking of Chelsea, this game week, I believe game week 20
starts with Chelsea.
Technically.
Let's just say.
But not technically.
Not really.
So there's the one makeup game is
ignore everything we just said.
Fulham and Chelsea are playing, and then game week 20 starts. So
okay,
Chelsea and Fulham both playing twice. So which means Mitrovic is coming into my FPL.
Yeah, smart move.
I was about to say Havertz, but I was like,
Nah.
I'll go Mitrovic.
Nah, I'd rather Mitrovic too. I'd rather Mitrovic.
I think I already have Havertz in there, to be honest.
I don't know. Let's
yeah.
We'll run through the games and
anyways,
we'll see.
Yeah, let's start with the Fulham Chelsea. I have my predictions written down here.
How's your phone? Is it dead?
My phone is on 2% battery, so let's just get through this.
Fine, mate.
I've gone 1-0 to Chelsea.
I've gone 1-1.
I'm not mad at that.
Is that Fulham?
Yeah.
1-1.
Fulham have been pretty damn good, to be honest with you.
They have, and it's being a London
I'll tell you
derby.
what, I'm going to bring in Mitrovic just so that if they do score, I hope it's him, and then I won't be as mad.
No, of course not. Of course not. But imagine it's like Andres Pereira or something. That'll be hilarious.
Oh, bro.
You end up losing 1-0.
Oh, no, I think I have him as well, actually. He was cheap.
Yeah, of course he is. I thought he was like 5-5-5, wasn't he? He was like 5
Something
to
like
5-5.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I brought him in at the start. I brought him in first game week. I brought him in.
Yeah.
And,
But historically speaking, he doesn't contribute that much.
Nah,
I see why.
sits on the bench. Might have to
But
him
at Fulham, a bit more license to go up forward.
Yeah.
All right, so the next game we've got...
So officially, game week 20 starts here.
Okay, so, and this first game is technically second. Aston Villa versus Leeds. I've gone with a 2-2.
2-2. I've gone with a 3-1 Villa.
Okay.
I think Leeds, they love to score, which is why I gave them the 1 goal, but they also love to concede.
But Villa love to defend, though. Yeah, it's good. That's a good shout. I like that.
Villa's had decent performances of late. They beat Tottenham 2-0.
Oh, they've been up and down.
It's been up and down, but I think good evening.
I think Leeds could be too quick for him. I don't know. I feel like potentially they could be too... I feel like they're polar opposites, these teams, man. I don't know. I feel like
it's very true.
I feel like not Leeds could run away with it, but they'll open up the game a bit. So that's why I'm like, maybe they could fit in a cheeky Rodrigo fucking brace, maybe. I don't know if he's playing anyway.
You never know. I think he is playing. He loves a goal. I had him in my
really
FPL
well
as
this season. He's doing really
Speaking
well
of
this
FPL,
season.
I had him in early, and I took him out when he got injured. He has to come back in now.
Yeah. No, fair enough. I would have taken him out too.
Yeah.
So
next up, big game.
This is the feature game, and we're gonna talk about it a bit. I reckon.
My phone down because we're gonna talk a little bit.
So United and City. Now, what do you feel? What's your gut?
My gut says, look, for the last however long we've been saying, oh, City's so good. But I think United's good now too. So I've got a 2-2 draw.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah. I think both teams love to score.
There's goals. Yeah.
And
sure.
I think both teams are susceptible to conceding goals too.
I think so at the moment.
Ways,
dude, do you know what's scary though? The fact that they just lost to Southampton. I don't want them to give us a lesson.
Bounce back. It's like they only beat Chelsea 1-0. All right, we're gonna play you again and beat you 4-0. What happens when they lose?
I know. That's so like. I went with a 3-3.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be a very high scoring game in my eyes.
Yeah.
I think defensively speaking, teams are great, but. You know what, though? I don't want to be a United bum boy or anything, but I actually might change my prediction.
Yeah.
I'm going with 3-1 United.
3-1? You're shaving 2 goals off City?
I'm taking two goals away from them because they've, X the 4-0 Chelsea. Let's look at Southampton game and let's look at the 1-0 against Chelsea, right? They struggled a lot to break through. De Bruyne is not the same player he was before the World Cup. Don't know what the fuck's going on with him.
That's true.
Seriously,
I said Foden's been a bit stinky. De
Bruyne's been very stinky, boy. Ever since he's touched Belgium, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know. So I don't believe they've got the same attacking threat going up front. Obviously, there's glimpses of it, and they most of the time score through these like half chances. I think that's going to be their only chance. I feel like we are a fucking steam train at the moment. We've been averaging 3 goals the last 3 games. I know they haven't been against great opposition, but I feel like they're great stepping stones to this match, and I think we are better prepared going into this tie. So I'm going to say United 3-1.
Interesting.
Against Manchester City.
Yeah, De Bruyne's face. It hasn't been getting his red lately.
No, he hasn't.
Hasn't.
Has it? It begs the question. Maybe he just has a drink before a game or something. I don't
maybe
know.
he's
Maybe he gets
actually
that
having
flush.
water.
I don't know. Yeah.
Started drinking Prime.
Yeah. Stop plugging Prime, please, for the love of God.
Sorry, no free promotion.
No, and Logan Paul get stuffed, mate. You got for sure. Fuck me. But what? So
look,
what do you think that's a little wild? 3-1. What do you think?
I think it's slightly hopeful, but I wouldn't be surprised if it happens.
I feel like
I think both teams are set up for that to happen. I say United's been playing well lately. They haven't had an incredibly hard task yet.
Yep.
Hard opponent, so this is a good test for them.
And what I was going to mention is Rashford's record against City, and he's very good.
Well, it's been good of late anyway. He's
very
in my
good.
FPL.
Nah, man, I'm telling you now, he's like recently in all the other games, yeah. But against City, he has scored 3 goals in the Premier League, 3 in 13, but let's be honest though, he's sort of just when he was younger, 1 goal last time, no, 15-16. Let's say recently. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm just going with my hunch here. So
I think
Rashford.
Last
couple of games has been terrible because we've been pretty shit. But when he first started out, he did score a few goals against them. And like I think it was one of the big games against City where it was at Etihad. And it was just like really tight. I think he just loves these occasions, and I just pray that the defenders don't pick up on the fact that he's only going to score on his right foot. I think he'll potentially, with Weghorst in or whatever, potentially, he probably won't. He won't play that game. But Martial may start. If Martial plays like shit, Rashford will be shifted central.
Well, they're playing.
Rashford will be shifted central. I'm telling you, bro. As soon as Martial starts playing like shit, if he does, Rashford will go back in the middle and win the game. If it goes like that.
Well, the game's in 2 days, and Weghorst hasn't. It's not official as of yet, so I don't think he'll.
Bro, why does it always drag with United? That's what I think.
Interesting with
so annoying
with Chelsea as well. I don't think Felix will get into the squad for the Fulham game, but maybe the game after. I think it's like 3 days after that. I think maybe he gets into the squad for that one.
Yeah, for sure.
I wouldn't be surprised if maybe he's sitting on the bench for the Fulham game. But
let's see. Let's see what happens.
But yeah, with United and City, I draw on the last result, the 6-3. But I just think lots of goals, but I think you're better since then. You've got much better since then, and City have maybe even dropped off a tiny bit.
I feel like I'm gonna have a bit of shit in my face after this game week. I don't know. It's just like I have had out my doubts about my team, and I have thought the bigger teams against them. Like we've played against all these smaller teams, and we've played decent, but it's like once push comes to shove, we're gonna have the same output, or we're gonna be able to defend the same. And I feel like this has nothing to do with that. I think it's just more about the games leading up to. And like I said, City haven't had their momentum's up and down. Ours is just gradually increased. So, I think my predictions is based on that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's funny that the only thing that I can't see happening is City winning.
You can see that.
No, I can't see that.
That's the thing. I can't either.
I see a draw, and I see you scraping a win, or I see a draw. I just don't really see City winning, unless maybe Mahrez.
But I was going to say that's when City thrive the most, though. When you think they're not going.
That's so true.
Apart from Champions League, though.
How about this? If Mahrez starts, then they can win.
I don't want him to start.
They need to keep that form. They need to keep his form going.
For the love of God, no. For the love of God, no. Let's just not do that.
Anyways, we moving on to the next game?
Yes, the next games. So we've got Brighton, Liverpool.
Interesting.
What'd you go with?
I've gone a 3-2 to Liverpool.
I've got a 2-1 to Liverpool. So
not bad. I think there's goals. I think Brighton like to score. Like the City.
I
think both teams like to score, and they're a bit open. I think it's Nunez's time to kick off.
It's not going to happen.
I already made that prediction. He's going to score more between now and the end of the season. He's going to score more than Haaland.
I wish you didn't say that.
I said this last time. That was my road.
He's
my
not
road
going
shout.
to. He's not going to.
Well, look, if he doesn't start scoring soon, I feel like he's just He's that confidence player. You know what he's like? He's like Rashford. No one plays more on confidence than Rashford.
Yeah.
Right? And I think Nunes is just one banging goal away from being like, these do go in. And then they just start all going in.
No, yeah, maybe.
But
he should have already flicked that switch by now before he came to Liverpool.
Yeah.
He should already know that.
He scored in the cup, so maybe there's his goal to kick it off. And it was a decent goal as well. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see what happens. I did think that potentially he'd have a better end to the season, but I mean, second half of the season. But yeah, it just hasn't a good start. So I don't know, but I feel like Liverpool have enough goals in them to get past Brighton and hold them out. I don't think they should come more than one or two. So.
But yeah, Nunes, I think he's a little bit of confidence away from becoming a pretty damn good player because no one underperforms the XG like that guy.
Yeah, no,
it just doesn't happen.
No,
it's actually
right.
Like crazy.
You're
but
right.
Anyways, we move. Next game is Wolves at home to West Ham.
Yes.
Both two, honestly, stinky teams this season.
Nah, pretty
They're down the bottom.
They're pretty bad, if I'm honest.
And I just see...
Wolves on a bit of a... Little... They've been crazy.
Potence is going like, you know what, I look a little bit like Hazard. Maybe I'll pull out a little Hazard-esque moment.
May as well. Just give
But he did that last game, so it's not going to happen for another few games.
For the next few years. What are you talking about? I'm really kidding.
I look at these two teams and I'm like, where do the goals come from? I don't know.
I think West Ham 2-0.
I think West Ham 2-1.
Okay.
After saying I don't know where the goals are coming from, I think West Ham 2-1.
Yeah, but you have that gut feeling, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Because it's two. Honestly, I'm going to be real with you. It's two stinky teams playing each other at the moment. So like they can score goals against each other.
Yeah, absolutely. So you never know.
Skamaka's on decent form.
Honestly, I think West Ham are definitely the better team going into it. I think they bro, it's just like we've spoken about previously. West Ham. They're just lost cause at the moment. They've got the players. They just can't. They can't convert.
Nah, they can't.
Anyway,
up Everton, Southampton, another two stinky teams.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
The bottom four are all playing each other.
Southampton with quite a great win, as we've already spoken about. But I've actually edged Everton 2-1 over.
I've edged Everton 1-0.
Yeah.
Because I think Everton struggle to score, but one man. Monsieur Demarai Gray.
Monsieur
Demarai Gray.
How good does he look,
He's
man?
good, man.
How good does he look?
Yeah.
I actually think he's probably one of they're probably their best player this season. Holy shit.
Leicester's pinching themselves like, did we actually let that guy go?
Like we spoke about though, even with the depth of Leicester back then, they couldn't really hold on to him.
No.
With Mahrez being there.
No, he'd left by the time.
No, that's right, because he's not right winger. No.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad, not Mahrez. But they had several wingers down there that
good pickup. One of the best pickups. One of the best pickups Everton have made in the last 5 years.
Yeah,
since the James Rodriguez, Richarlison era. Probably one of the best signings.
Yeah, but you know what?
Even that wasn't
Everton. Now that you say that, Everton have been very, very underwhelming in the market for a long time now, eh?
Yeah.
For a long time,
yeah.
Like they've done nothing with what they've got, and ever since Rondon came through us.
Yeah. He just got released.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
there you go. So like, it's just that just goes to show Everton are a bit clueless in terms of their direction, and that's why I'm just so up and down about them, and that's why I honestly think. Like, if they lose this game, seriously, if Everton lose this game, mate, Frank's
got to go.
Not that he's got to go, but they're in fucking trouble, man.
Oh, yeah.
They're in big trouble because if Wolves, if Southampton beat them, they then become even with them on points. And then, Wolves are just a point behind them last. So
it's crazy to think that, Wolves. It's crazy to think that Southampton, Wolves, West Ham, and Everton are the bottom four. That's nuts.
Well, they're just that shit.
Yeah, I know, but like
that shit, man.
It's four teams that I think, especially like Wolves came up out of like the most recent out of the four, but it's four teams that have just been around for so long.
Yeah.
Especially Everton.
Yeah.
They've been around forever.
No, they've never been relegated from English football.
It's actually nuts.
Maybe it's time. Football, so
maybe it's time.
Now
they need a reality check.
Yeah, it could be. I genuinely think so. Like, well, you look up the ladder and you can already tell by the points tally, and so you got Leicester on 17. Sorry, you've got Southampton last, Wolves second last, Everton third last. They all occupy the relegation spots. You got West Ham, Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest, Leeds, Leicester. And all those teams there have been so up and down, it's not even funny. And then as soon as you go up again, Palace has a game in hand to get above Leicester and are 5 points ahead. So they've been pretty okay. They've been up and down, but they've been a bit more stagnant. They look a lot better on the pitch, for sure. Because Palace has some really good games. They just got belted against Tottenham, though, so that doesn't really help my point here.
Yeah.
But then you got Villa, and then, Chelsea. So it's like there's a big difference between your Leicesters and then, let's say, your Villas. Big difference. I think there's a big fucking difference on the pitch. And in terms of their prospects, like everything, I think Villa has a very bright future, whereas Leicester doesn't. And that's why all I'm saying here is with these predictions, it's just like with Everton. I'll come back to Everton and Southampton. Like you said before, it's like it's hard to predict these games because you're like, what version of these teams are we going to see today?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy to me to think that most likely 3 of these 4 teams are going down.
It's nuts. Yeah, but
I wouldn't have put. Actually, I don't know. I'm trying to think if I would have predicted any of these 4 to be that low, to get relegated. I don't think I would have.
Southampton potentially.
Southampton maybe.
Wolves maybe. Everton maybe. Maybe.
I would have predicted Everton
West Ham,
to do a little bit better. No, West Ham should be way higher.
Fuck no. They should be top 10. They should be top 10. But yeah, I thought Bournemouth.
Bournemouth should be down there.
Forest spent so much, so you're like, maybe not. But there should be Bournemouth should be in there. Leeds, honestly, man, don't impress me too much.
Yeah.
Really don't. Very one-dimensional, man. Very one-dimensional. In terms of what to expect out of them. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on.
Next game, we were talking about Leicester, weren't we?
Yeah, Leicester. So,
Forest versus Leicester.
At Leicester away, Leicester at Forest, I think they're going to win 1-0.
That's exactly what I put.
Yeah.
1-0 Leicester.
I don't know. Something about Forest is a bit
hit on me. They either play really well or really shit.
Yeah, a little stinky for me. So, Leicester 1-0. Brentford, Bournemouth. Now, I think Brentford are playing phenomenally thanks to good old Tones and
Tony's injured. Wissa.
So unreal, man. As soon as like they decide, maybe we should start focusing on a couple of more players. Nah, they've got a really good thing going there at Brentford. So good on them. Good luck to them. I think they win 3-0 against Bournemouth.
I've put 2-0.
Yeah, I think they batter them. I think they show us that they're really the real deal.
The thing was, I actually
contending for top 10.
I put 3-0, but I shaved 1 goal off because I thought, look, Brentford play really well and they've had very good performances against the top teams because the top teams are going to try and play very attacking and very expansive, whereas Bournemouth are going to sit back and just park the bus. So it's going to be very different of how Brentford have to play.
Yeah.
But I think they're still good enough to put in a few goals. Like the quality is just there, isn't
Absolutely.
it? Like even I say they play more expansive. Like maybe Brentford play a bit more counter attacking against the top teams, but even against Liverpool, they were knocking in goals from corners and stuff like that. Like it's different.
No, they were well-oiled machine, mate.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So next up, we've got Chelsea Palace. I think 2-1 Chelsea.
Damn, I went 2-0 Chelsea.
2-0. Yeah, well, I think Felix is back for that game.
I feel like after an underwhelming game potentially against Fulham, so I said there would be 1-1. I thought they'd come back and do Palace in. Because if Tottenham, I'm not gonna say if Tottenham can, Chelsea can, but it was a 4-0 loss, pretty heavy. So there definitely is that ability for Palace to sort of fall under, like just stuff themselves a bit. Yeah. Anyway, so Newcastle Fulham now.
I think 1-0 Newcastle. I think they've been since the World Cup break. They've been Still good, not as good. So they're scraping past a few results.
Yep.
But yeah, I think 1-0.
No, sometimes that's all that's needed, man.
Especially at their home ground, they're good.
Yeah, they are. Good. They are very good. So I went 2-0. I went 2-0 Newcastle over Fulham.
I kind of want to add a goal now, but I'll say 1-0.
I'm gonna say 2.
Last game.
The other featured game.
We'll talk about it for a little bit. It is Tottenham Arsenal.
Now, I actually initially thought potentially Spurs might be a bit of an upset. I think Hill, in his last game, sort of found his feet a bit in the Tottenham team. Son, man, he looks so shit this season. Looks terrible. Kane,
they still find goals just.
Yeah, and that's
oddly.
I think it's gonna be a high scoring game because of that. Because Arsenal have goals in them too, obviously. So, I've gone 2-2 with Arsenal at Spurs.
It's funny, that's what I had, and then I changed to a 2-1 Spurs.
Shit, I literally thought 2-1. Yeah, so
just because I think Arsenal are running on
due.
fumes.
They're due
a loss.
They are. So,
and I think Tottenham haven't been playing that great, but they're just they can get goals when they need it, and well, I say they get goals when they need it. They can't do that.
Ever since, do you remember what I said about after the World Cup, who would be like doing well at Arsenal? You remember Nketiah? You know, he's top 5 in goal. He's top 5 in goal scoring in Europe since the World Cup ended.
Yeah.
In Europe.
Yeah. Well, how many goals is that? Like what?
I think he's
3,
4, something like that. But in saying that, I said he'll be fine. I said he'll be a pretty good but fill-in.
Fill-in. He's not.
No, he's not a Gabby. He's not a Jesus. No chance.
You know what the thing is though? The thing is he's actually a better goal scorer, a better 9 than Jesus. He's a better natural goal scorer. Like he will get his shots off better. He'll get his on target, a little bit more clinical maybe. Jesus is more of a pick it up, run around, create this space, do that, do this. Whereas Nketiah will get it and shoot.
Jesus opens the goal up.
Yeah,
I think that's a good way to put it. He uses his space. And Nketiah knows what's going around him. Jesus sort of creates it in a way.
Yeah,
creates it in a way. But Jesus is also, Jesus can be a bit of a poacher though too.
Yeah, Jesus will get it, do a million different things, and then Nketiah will just get and shoot. That's just how it.
Yeah,
that's how it is.
So let's see what happens. I feel like Arsenal, like you said, Arsenal are due, but I think they come away with a draw.
Even that's a drop of points because City. Oh well, actually,
it's a big drop of points.
City are playing you, so they could drop points too.
I'm telling you, we got then we got Arsenal.
And then you've got Arsenal after. Oh,
brother! Next episode, I'm gonna be talking about my title contenders, cuz.
No, you're gonna decide. United's gonna decide the winners, but it's still not gonna be you.
Fuck you, man! Get the fuck out of here! I'm gonna end it on that. I don't want to be involved in this shit anymore.
Arsenal might have Mudryk. We didn't talk about that in the transfer.
Who?
Mudryk.
Tottenham.
No, Arsenal.
I'd say Arsenal. Mudryk. Who's that?
Yeah, you don't know him.
Can you please shed some light?
Winger from Shakhtar.
I'm gonna know a fucking winger from Shakhtar, Aiden. Just because on my fucking days off, I get the highlights out. I'm like, oh yeah, what's Shakhtar Donetsk doing these days? Ukraine, huh?
Yeah, he's some big prospect from over there, but he's only really.
Sometimes I'll squeeze your fucking.
He's only really hyped by Arsenal fans.
See what, bro? Why do you listen to these fucking people? I told you, don't watch this Arsenal fucking TV shit.
I listen to one football podcast, and both of the hosts are Arsenal fans.
I know they're not.
Oh yeah, and this one.
I think we've got our heads a bit more screwed on that.
Yeah, a bit more diversity over here. I listen to other ones, and I'm like, if both hosts support the same teams, most biased podcast I've ever heard in my life. It's
one-dimensional, and at the end of the day, I think United Chelsea supporters sort of. I don't know about you. With me, I feel like Chelsea are a great club on their own and hold their own, and I feel like Chelsea United supporters have always we've been rivals in the past, but you're sort of like you don't really mind if they do well.
Yeah.
Vice versa. I don't know how you guys feel about Arsenal.
I don't mind. I get more annoyed at like Liverpool, Arsenal.
Liverpool and I don't blame you.
City's sort of whatever because they just win everything anyway. So it's
Yeah.
like when they win, they're like, oh, cool, done.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But it's just
Whatever.
like City's. For me, it's another Manchester side.
I used to be a bit annoyed when United would win, and I'd like love it when they lost. But like these last few years, I've been like, don't mind them. Don't mind.
Yeah,
you
we've
guys.
been humbled. We've definitely been humbled. So now I think we'll see the true colours will come out again. I think in the next episode when we're contending again, and then we'll see how Chelsea likes us, the thought of us winning. This Chelsea supporters. Let's see what this dickhead has to say.
Well, I think we've got ball knowledge here. I think TikTok doesn't think so, but
dude, anyway.
Well,
let's
look,
see. At the end of the day, we're open to all suggestions, thoughts. So
remember the Bellingham to Newcastle.
No, anyway, don't remember that.
They all laughed at me.
Just remember.
I can't wait.
Just remember. Leave a comment if you guys want to see anything. And we'd love to. We're open to hearing what you guys have saying. We'll discuss it on the show.
Answer some questions, maybe if you've got any for us.
So we'll figure all that out, and we'll go from there. So awesome. I can't wait, mate. I can't wait for the next couple of weeks. It's gonna be very exciting as a United fan.
Premier League's back in full force. We had a little bit of a break with the cup games, but we're back.
Let's do it.
We're back.
All right.
Let's do it. All right.
Good to see everyone again.
Take
care
I love
of
seeing your faces in the camera lens.
Thank you so much.
Definitely not looking
Big
at my
kisses
reflection.
from me.
Yeah. We'll
see you guys.
See you soon. Catch you later.
Next game week.
Yeah.
Next time we'll figure out when it's starting.
Yeah.
Take care, guys.
Laters.